California broke ranks with President Trump's policy pullout from the Paris Climate Accord. Flanked by former Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jerry Brown added to a cap-and-trade program both men have urged the rest of the world to emulate. The duo cheered the extension of one of the most ambitious programs in the U.S. to reduce fossil fuel pollution, while at the same time condemning President Trump's denial of seeing climate change as a deadly threat.
It's about the world, and California is leading that world in dealing with the principal existential threat that humanity faces. I mean, what could be a more glorious undertaking than the one that we're now embarked upon?
Brown has defied the president on many fronts, but this one may be the most visible show of resistance. California is one of the nation's biggest emitters of carbon dioxide, second only to Texas. The bill extends the reduction plan for another 10 years, and bipartisan support was needed for approval. Brown tried to find middle ground between claims of offering too many giveaways to the oil industry and declarations of raising food and energy prices. One Republican state senator said Brown wouldn't be happy until California leads the nation in wind, solar, and poverty.
And you're here witnessing one of the key milestones in turning around this carbonized world into a decarbonized, sustainable future.
The cap-and-trade legislation extends the limiting of carbon emissions and requires polluters to obtain permits to release greenhouse gases. Both governors say the plan to reduce the Golden State's carbon footprint hasn't taken the steam out of the economy of the nation's most populous state.
So we're getting out, but we will start to negotiate, and we will see if we can make a deal that's fair.
The United States withdrew from the Paris Climate Accord back in June. However, former Governor Schwarzenegger said the action didn't fully represent all views in the country.
It shows also to the rest of the world that America did not drop out of the Paris Agreement. America is fully in the Paris Agreement. There's only one man that dropped out.
The United States joined Syria and Nicaragua as the only sovereign nations to not be a part of the agreement. Trump countered the deal was bad for the U.S. taxpayer, energy companies, and was costly. For Market to Market, I'm Paul Yeager.